Today we'll be drawing gray code wheel. For that, the very first step is selecting a circle from the draw panel. On the left top corner of your screen, you can see the draw panel, and the third option is circle. We'll be selecting circle. As we have studied, there are many options in circle: center radius, center diameter, 2 point, 3 point, 10, 10 radius, 10, 10, 10, but we will be selecting center radius. After that, it's asking us to specify the center point for the circle. You are free to select any point on your screens, but I'd suggest you to select the center point of your screen so that the circle should be created in the middle. Here I am selecting an arbitrary point. There's no specific diameter, or no specific dimensions for that. Here I've specified the first point. Now they are asking me to specify the radius of the circle. So the radius I am entering can be any radius that you want, but just let's specify it to 5 and enter. Here we have created a circle, and let's just zoom it a bit. So for zooming option, at the right side of your screen you can see the navigation bar, and there the third option is of zoom extends. You'll click that panel, that option on your screen. You can see zoom extend, zoom window, zoom previous, and all. You can click on zoom in. Okay, here it has zoomed a bit. For further, you'll again zoom it a little bit more, and by selecting this pan option, the second option on the navigation bar, you can set your screen. Okay, here it is. Okay, so let's just move a bit further. For that, now we want to create an other circle, and for that we'll not use the circle option again. We'll use our previous options that we have learned already, and one of them is offset option. Offset creates circles or parallel lines of the same object that you already have created, and offset option is available in the modify panel on your screens on the top, on the top of your screens. Here I've selected the offset, or you can also use the command offset in your command bar. Now they are asking to specify the offset distance. Let's just specify some 6 units maybe. I am typing 6 and pressing enter. Now they are asking us to select the object to offset. So the circle is our object that we have to offset it. So I'm selecting the circle, right? And now automatically the distance that we have already specified, 6 units, and other circle is created, right? Here it is. Now again I want to create another circle. I'll simply select the outermost circle, and I'll create another circle, again the outermost circle, and another circle. So here we have created 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. Now we'll zoom it a bit more just for our clarification, just to get a better view, and I'm using the pen to move it. Okay, another option that we have already used and we have already studied is move option. So let's just not use the pen, and let's move our object to the center. I've brought the screen back to its original position, and I'm using the move option from modify panel. Here I am selecting the object, and I'm pressing enter from my keyboard. They're asking me the base point, that's the base point, and I'm bringing it to the middle of my screen for a clearer view. Here it is. Is that clear? If your circle that you have created is already in the middle of your screen, you don't have to need to move it somewhere else. I just use the move option to bring it to the middle of my screen. Okay, now the next step in drawing the gray code wheel is to create a line. I have selected the line option from the draw panel, and on the top left corner of your screens you can see the draw panel, and here is the line option. If not, you can type LINE in your command bar and you can get the line option. They're asking me to specify the first point. The center of the circle is the first point. Okay, one thing else that should be noted, you have to open your dynamic input command before you are creating and drawing anything. And the second thing is the object snap mode that we use to keep it on. Here you can see in the status bar at the bottom of your screens, the dynamic input mode is on right now. If you have forgotten what we have studied before, let me remind you. Dynamic input is used to bring these 2-3 boxes on your screen with your cursor. Can you see them? The first says specify the first point. Second is your the units, the length, the dimensions, and the third one basically shows the angle. So it's necessary to have those with you while working. And object snap mode should be kept on. This is object snap tracking and this is object snap mode. You have to keep them on as well, just to know where the center point, the middle point, the quadrants lie. Moreover, here you can, if you don't have the dynamic input option or the object snap option on your screens, you can change them, you can bring them on from the customization option at the very corner of your screens, at the right bottom of your screens. This is the customization option. You click it and you will just select the snap mode. You'll select the dynamic input on and object snap tracking, and then you will turn them on from here. I hope it's clear. We are moving towards the line. This is the center point as it's showing me because dynamic input is on as well as object snap mode is on as well. So that's the center point, and I'm specifying this point as the first point or the base point of my line. I am dragging the line to the outermost circle. Okay, somewhere here. It's not necessary to have any exact unit for that or exact dimension for that. You can just drag the line to anywhere at the outermost circle, at any point, any quadrant. Okay, now I am just escaping this. Then we'll come to another option that we have already learned in modify panel, and that is of polar array option. Because it evenly distributes the objects in the circular pattern, and right here we have this circular pattern, it's round shape, so we'll be using polar array option to create multiple objects of this line. They're asking, I selected this polar array option from the modify panel, and then if you cannot find it, you can write polar array in your command bar and you'll easily find out the option. I'm selecting this line over here and I'm pressing enter for my keyboard. Now they are asking to specify the center point. That's the exact center point, and here you can see I've got exactly 6 items, right? The one line that I created and rest of the lines were created using polar array option. Here you can on the top of your screens you can see we have type, we have items, we have rows, we have levels, properties and all. Just check on your screens if you have associative, rotate items and direction clicked. They should all be on while you are working with this. And the items, here it is written 6, I want 16 items, so we'll remove 6 and we'll type 16 over here. That's how it is. It's created. 16 items have been created. Now let's go back and do something interesting today. And for that, we want to color the parts that the real gray code wheel has. Okay, so we'll learn coloration today, and for that, I want you to open up your draw panel from the very topmost bar of your screens, the one that has file, edit and insert, format, tools, draw, dimension, modify, parametric. If not, if you cannot find that toolbar on your screens, you can go through this draw panel and find the hatch option. It's right over here. If you can still not find the option, you can type HATCH on your in your command bar and you can easily find the option. Here I'm selecting this. I told you the three options to select the option. First one was from this draw toolbar, from the very uppermost toolbar of your screens. It's over here, hatch option. The second way is to select it from here, the hatch option, and the third is to write hatch in your command bar. So before doing anything else, just press escape from your keyboards to remove all the options that we have been creating. The blue lines, the blue options that you could see on your screens, they are vanished now because we have just undo all of them. Okay. Okay, now again I'm selecting the hatch option here, and here it is. Right, after selecting the hatch option, you can see the options on the ribbon, they have changed. Right, they have opened the hatch creation, and now we can see the boundaries, pattern, properties, origin, options and flows. Okay, and from this here you can select the solid option, just to know that the color that we want is solid. It should be of the solid texture. You have different angles, you have these other options as well, and you have another list as well. You can select them for your further projects as well, but right now I am selecting the solid option, and the color that I want is maybe this. Okay, can you see this? I selected the color from here and I selected the solid option from the pattern. Right, you can select any color of your wish, you are free to select any color. So as a first, one thing that you have to know is this gray code wheel. It has 16 parts, as we have already defined 16 items, so it means it has 16 parts. And one, I hope you can see the cursor, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. These are 4 parts because it represents the 4 digits. Okay, and it moves anti-clockwise. That's the 0. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. That's 0. Okay, now let's start the coloration. We are starting from 15, the digit 15, decimal number 15. Okay, this 15th digit, the outermost part, it is colored. That's it. Here it is, done. Now we are coming to the 14th digit, and for that, colored, not colored, not colored, colored. Clear? That's how we are coloring this. Then we are coming to 13th part, 13th digit, decimal number 13. Okay, colored, not colored, colored and colored. Clear? We are coming to 12th digit, and that's colored, not colored and colored. Okay, now we are coming to 11th digit, That's colored, colored, and colored. Clear? Let's come towards 10th digit. It's colored, 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 and colored. For digit number 9, it's colored, colored, not colored, and colored. For 8th decimal number, it's colored, colored, that's it. For 7th, not colored, colored, and that's it. For digit 6, it's not colored, colored, not colored, not colored, colored, not colored, colored. Right? For the 5th digit, we have not colored, colored, and again colored, and again colored. For 4th digit, it's not colored, 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 not colored. Clear? For the digit number 3, it's not colored, not colored, and colored. For digit number 2, we have not colored, not colored, colored, and colored. Okay. And for digit number 1, not colored, not colored, not colored, and colored. And the 0 digit, it's not colored at all. Now we'll write down some text over this gray code wheel, and for that we'll select the annotate ribbon from our toolbar, and here you can see we have different panels over here: the text panel, the dimensions, center lines, leaders, tables, markup, annotation, scaling. Okay, we'll select multi-line text option, the very first option on the top left corner of your screen. And if you cannot find this option, you can write M text in your command bar, and you can easily write down the text whatever you want to write. But here they're asking us to specify the first corner to write down, to create the text box basically. So we are starting with this 0. You want to write the 0 letter first, so I am selecting somewhat this point, and they are asking me to specify the opposite corner, so I'm dragging it a bit here and I'm writing 0 from my keyboard, and that's it. I have specified the 0 on the gray code view. Okay, likewise we'll again select multi-line text, and I am trying to adjust the point on the gray code wheel to create the text bar, and I think it should be somewhat like this. Let's try, and I am typing 1. That's it. It's a bit far away from the 0 and all this, from the main, the one it should be. So let's just delete this. I'm selecting this and I'm pressing the key delete from the keyboard. I am again selecting the multi-line text from text panel, and here I'm selecting this and I'm dragging it somewhat here, and I'm typing 1. I hope it works. Yeah, I am hoping some good responses from you. I hope you'd be doing, and I'm sure you'd be doing much better than me. Now let's do some interesting options. Let's use them. First of all, if we want to scale up or scale down the text that we have written on our screens, for that, here on the top left corner of your screen, you can see this text panel. You can click this and you can see the scale option, right? it enlarges or reduces the selected text without changing your locations. The location will be same, but you will just scale up or scale down your text. So I'm selecting this. Now they're asking me to select the object. This is the 0, right? I'm selecting this and I have pressed jump. One thing, when you select the object, remember when it becomes blue or the color changes, you can understand the object has been selected. Now I'm pressing enter. They are asking me to enter the base point. I'm selecting center. The existing center should be the base point, right? So now they're asking me to specify new model height. Now for example, I'm selecting from this to a bit like this. I have scaled up this 0, the text 0, right? Again, I am doing another example for you to just understand this. I've selected the scale option from the text panel on the top left corner of your screens, right? I've selected this. They're asking me to select an object. I am selecting this 7, right? The color has turned blue, it means it is selected right now. I'm pressing enter from the keyboard. They are asking me to select the base point. Now I am not selecting the center as the base point. I am selecting existing point that it is already there, right? So they are asking me to specify new model. I'm selecting and I am bringing it a bit over here. It is exactly on its space. It didn't change its space or it didn't change its location. It just scaled up. Okay, for example, if we want to change the color of the text that we are writing, or we want to write another text, because obviously the end product of this grayscale gray code wheel, we have to add some other text as well. So I want you to know how to write other text with different colors. Okay, for that, come back to home, and here we have the layers panel, and from the layers properties we can select the new layer over here, or press Ctrl N, Alt N, and you get a new layer. You can name it anything or just let it remain layer 1. All we have to do is to change the color. Okay, here the option, the tab of color, I'm double clicking it and I have so many colors over here. These are the index colors, these are true colors, and they are color books. Just leave them, that's okay. We are just selecting an other color other than white. Let's suppose I'm selecting this blue color. Okay, I'm saving this, and now I am making this layer as the current layer. To set the layer as current layer, we'll click this or Alt C, right? Here it has been selected as current layer because the green tick mark has been placed on this layer. Now I'm closing this, right? And you can see the layer 1 has been selected. Now coming back to annotate panel, and I am selecting this and I am writing something. Let's see what happens. Here it is, and I'm writing 0000. That's it. We are writing something other than the main thing that we have written already, and we have changed the color, right? Now you can easily scale the text size, you can change the color, and you can add colors to the things. Right now I want you all to understand this gray code. Basically you all are very familiar with gray code, what it is, but what this gray code wheel defines exactly. First of all, I want you all to have the binary and the gray codes with you right now. Any table from internet you can get them easily, but let's just remember this. In decimal numbers, we have written already the decimal numbers. The task you have is to write down the binary numbers, like what the 0 is in binary and what 0 is in gray code. You'll write them with different colors or right over here, and you will scale them. And a little task that I'm assigning you is to just set these. It's very easy. Write down they aren't appropriate at their positions, like the 11 is going here and the 13 is going there. I want you all to just set them. It's really very easy. You all just have to do one single thing, but I want you to find that out, and you just have to set the positions, right? Just make them aligned. That's all. Okay, these are your tasks. But let's come back to this gray code wheel. This gray code wheel basically defines the gray codes. Okay, the colored part indicates 1, while the non-colored are the uncolored parts. They define 0. Okay, zeros and ones. It's all the game of zeros and ones. So the gray code of 0, decimal number 0, is 0000 4 times, right? So it's uncolored or non-colored. 0 0 0 and 0, right? Let me zoom it a bit. Here it is. Zoom in. Okay, that's better, I believe. Okay, let's come to 1. 1 in decimal number it's 1, but in gray code it's 0001. So here it is, 0 0 0 and 1, right? The last colored part, it indicates 1. Then we are coming to 2. 0 0 1 1. That's how the gray code is, right? If you have the gray code table with you right now, I hope you really have that, so you can compare them, right? You can easily understand the gray codes now. 0 0 1 0. Is that the 3 in the decimal number? Okay, I hope it really is. Now we are coming to 4. 0 1 1 0. I hope that really is. Okay, then we have 5. 0 1 1 1. 6 0 1 0 1. 7 0 1 0 0. 8 is 0, sorry, 1 1 0 0. 9 is 1 1 0 1. 10 is 0 0 0 0. 11 is 0 0 0 1. Sorry, my mistake. It's 1 1 1 0. 12 is 1 0 1 0. 13 is 1 0 1 1. 14 is 1 0 0 1. And 15 is 1 0 0 0, while zeros is all zeros, right?